Okay, so what we have seen last time, I think those commands, transactions commands. Okay, what is the page number? Okay, this one, save point. Now, guys, here we have seen last time some confusions are there that save points are not working, or rollback command is not coming properly. Is it so? Uh, Once again, I am explaining this one to everybody here, and then we'll go ahead with little bit more add-ins. Got it? So let us start. Am I audible properly to all? Okay. 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 So now see, once again the revision of back one, because very important command, these all commit, rollback and all. So I'm going to start with MySQL. But before that, one line I taught you last time. I want to add a little bit on that. Uh, just a minute. Here you see this one, this line. Yeah, this one. You see, this line you see here. SQL is inherently transitional, and transitional is automatically started when other ends. See here, in MySQL, the problem here is that the auto commit command, you see this auto commit. So after every auto commit command, your save point is disabled. Okay, whatever save point you are going to give. Got it? This is, I am talking about MySQL only, MySQL brand. So after every transaction which is auto commit by default, understand? So auto commit is going to make your save point again to disable it out. That's why it is you're making that transaction is not available for you. But purposely, if we want to do purposely, we are going to make it disable, then we have to use start transaction. You see one line, start transaction. Okay, so let understand this one, and then we'll go ahead. Otherwise, again, those programs will not work. You see, yeah. Okay, I want that from here, from both till here. Somebody read this one. Both commit. Go ahead with this one. Both commit and rollback will. Yeah. Just wait. You see, auto commit. So if auto commit was disabled using start transaction, meaning here is clear that if you are making start transaction as a command, then auto commit will be disabled. Means after every statement it will not make permanent changes in your table, rather it will be changed in the primary memory till you are going to have a commit command, right? And see, auto commit will also often be re-enabled when this transaction will go, understand, when next transaction is going to come, then again auto commit will be re-enabled automatically. Guys, you see, very important concept here, this one, start transaction. So last time we are simply putting save point, but save point is not coming because the this MySQL is in auto commit mode. Okay, so now I am going to disable the auto commit mode, and I am going to run those commands once again and show it to you. See it nicely. Okay, MySQL is visible, font size is visible for everybody, Android and all. Okay, now see, I know all those database, so I'm simply writing here use. What is the database name? School, school one. Done. Database change. If you are not knowing, that's right. So database like that. Okay, so I know here that one table is there, graduate. Okay, so let me see what is there in the graduate first. Select. I can write here all from graduate. What is this? Okay, so that all not taking what to, but all is also a keyword. Understand? A double L. You can try all or asterisk. You see asterisk all. So we have this table. Now I'm going to start the transition. See what the statement here is applied here. Start transition. Got it? So that we are going to start a transition here. I'm going to write here start. See before making this start transition, um, here you see auto commit was disabled. If auto commit was disabled, that how you are going to know that auto commit is disabled or not, and how you are going to know that auto commit was enabled or not. See this command. uh, See, I'm just starting a transaction, is it? So now my auto commit is on. Is it okay? So I'm going to make a transaction here. Okay, so now auto commit is off. Before this start transition command, my system is going to have a auto commit, means permanent changes in the physical structure of the table. Now I am making it purposely because I have to do some transactions, and that transaction can be rolled back. Okay, start on. I'm going to prepare here. You see, I'm going to prepare a save point. Save point. I'm writing here A1. What?
Spelling.
Okay. My save point A1. Done. So now I created one save point purposely because I will start my transaction. Okay, I suppose I am sitting in a cashier in a bank, so I start my transaction from here. Meaning here is that from this point onwards, all transaction is done by user number one, like that. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to let's suppose add a two tuple here. Okay, so see here, insert into graduate values. Now somebody asking me now someday that how we can enter multiple table like that here. Is that can I show you here in one statement two tuple to enter, so that you can understand that also you will learn in this command. So you see I have to insert. So very first value what I'm going to insert here. Let's suppose I'm inserting 3. Then name I'm inserting here Mohan. Then type I'm writing here 1500. Then chemistry. Then average I am writing here 75. Okay, then grade I am writing here grade is C, and section is also C. Okay, so if I am going to press what is okay, okay. See, gradually I am growing old, is it? Old guy. Grade is I am putting grade here, third grade is it, and then section is C. Okay, done. Now this is one value, complete tuple. Now you have now suppose I'm going to press this semicolon and press enter key, then one value will be updated in your table. But now you are masterized, is it? You know all these things. So you can insert multiple values. After one tuple, I am going to put a comma. You can go in a single line, I can go in second line, is it? Now I am going to insert second tuple, is it? Now I'm writing roll number 5 here. Then name, you will not say any name, is it? Then here I told that whenever I'm entering something tuple and all things speak, I will type that maths. Then again here what is that, average. Then grade, second grade, and then section is, let's suppose A. I'm putting in capital case. So now okay, capital case. See here, this is the second tuple, complete tuple. If I want to insert third tuple, then what I will do, I'm going to again put a comma, I'll press enter key. So I'm not going to put, I'm going to put only 2. So I'm going to put a semicolon, I'm going to press enter key. You see 2 rows affected. So in one insert into statement, you have inserted 2 tuples. Like that 4, 5, 6, 7 tuples you can insert, is it? Why to waste time? Now one insert command and 5 6 tuple you insert simultaneously. So I'm going to write here select asterisk from graduate. See, it is being inserted. Now I realize that no, I have to this two I means I have to delete by this is a mistake done by me that I had inserted these two rows. So I will come back to where is that my save point, save point A1. So suppose if I will come back, I will return back till here, this save point, you see I will return back till this save point here. Okay, so my by this all changes what I did here, that will be changed to my previous value of the table. Okay, so that same thing we are going to do here. Now I'm going to roll back. See here, I'm writing a roll back to what is the save point name? A1 is the save point name. I am going to press enter key. So it's a success. I roll back again, is it? Now I should see that my consistency of table is being maintained or not. This is there or not. Understand? So this is my original table and this is the updated one. But I want to roll back all those updates and I'll come back again to the original table. So what I am going to do here again, select asterisk from graduate. Just check it out. Are we in the original state of the table? Say yes, no. See, check. So here this is the solution in MySQL. In SQL and all things, those things are going to run automatically, is it? But I checked it out in MySQL here. My auto commit command is on by default. So whatever transaction I am writing, that is being come in effect, but auto commit is going to make all the save point disable automatically after every command. Is it okay? For everybody this is okay, rollback command. So you can make multiple save points. Okay, you can have a multiple save point, you can have a multiple transactions at same time, is it? So like that. So I'm going little bit ahead of this one now, okay, because we are struggling 2 3 days in rollback commit and these all DCL commands. So now I'm going to go little bit ahead here. So this is done. Let go little bit ahead. Update command I had taught you on that day, how to make update and how to make changes like that here. Now you see here, suppose uh, constant, okay, now next value is constant, but before that some more enhancement I want to show it to you here. Everybody see it carefully, is it? So what I'm going to do, suppose I want to print a new um, uh, headline with same column. Suppose I'm going to print here, you see, I'm writing a select name from graduate. Okay, what is this? Graduate. Okay, done. So now you see uh, this is by default, this view is coming by default, you see, and in this view you see this headings, you see this is name, field name or attribute name you have written here. Here also this is field name or attribute name, same written here, but I want to change this, I want to customize this because in printout I need something else, right? So how to do that? Your output remains same, but I need to customize the column headline or column title. For that, what is required to be done here? So what I'm going to write here, you see, if this type of things are coming, then you can make it simply name we have to type here. My last line is visible, it is coming in your,
Yes, sir.
okay, so here you see, okay, so see I'm typing here select name. After that you press one space and you write as, and then you write your column heading. Suppose I'm writing here name of students.
So there will be off. Be off.
Today I am growing old, is it? Off. You see my, Okay, done. Name of a student. So now a new column headline is going to come. Name of students. Huh.
We have given the space. Sorry, column.
Okay, done. So here is a select name as name of a student. So in my printout, name of a student is going to come. Okay, so I'm going to press enter key. Just check it out. That got changed. The default view or default name, you see this is name, this is customized name given by you. Have you understood that? You can change the printout. If I'll say here now listen to me. This with this backup, I just want to make you here. I want to print name of the student with stipend, and stipend I want to change as bonus, and I am going to give bonus stipend plus 50 rupees. Have you understood what I told? If I'm going to write here, I'm going to write here select name comma stipend from graduate. Okay, done. These two are coming, but now I want that name remains same, but here I want that this stipend should be bonus, is it? And here these all values will be increased by 50. I am giving 50 rupees for to stipend. I want to print a list that these are the total bonus these guys have got. So what I'll do, what type of query I'm going to write for that?
Select name, comma stipend plus 50 as bonus from graduate.
Yeah, no update command. Who told update command? We are not changing anything, only why we are only changing the view, we are not changing the internal structure. It is not being asked that you have to change. No change here, only print out. So what is there here? Select name, done, comma. Now stipend, so I'm writing here stipend plus how much rupees? 50 rupees. So I updated this one, but now I want that this will go as a column, again a new column heading. So stipend as, what is that? I am writing here bonus. Okay, now I'm writing here from graduate.
The graduate
Graduate
special.
spell.
My left finger and right finger error, this one. Okay, so you see we got a new table. Okay, just check it out here. These all things remain same, but you check out stipend is changed to bonus, and here you see this 1500 rupees, and here you see 1550, this all being increased. So this is an external view. This is not a part of your table. From part of a table you have extracted the data, and you just prepare a report in view form. View means non editable form. You can't edit this. Okay, but you can print it, you can't edit. Okay, so you are getting balance statement, or you are getting a mini slip from means a balance statement from ATM. So you can't edit anything in that, because that is coming under in read mode only, view of the table content, right? Okay, so now come back here in this one constant. Got it? So now we are going to create some table, and in that table some constant will be there. Constant means what? Some sort of rule enforcement. No, I am entering age, then age should be greater than 18. If 18, if age you are entering less than 18, then table is not going to take. Have you seen this type of software somewhere, where you are going to put the data and data is not accepting because the conditions are not being met?
Yes, sir. Online forms.
Online. One more place is there. Have you seen password entry? Some password.
Yes.
So passwords are having different characters, different values. If it is going beyond that, then it is restricting you, is it? So here you see that is coming under this constraint. Got it? Now very fast, good reader, read this one. Constant let you to define. Hurry up, time is not there. Go ahead.
Constraints let you define the way so that the database engine automatically enforces the integrity of the database. Constraints define rules regarding the values around the columns and are the standard mechanism for enforcing integrity using constraints is preferred to using DML triggers, rules, and defaults. The query optimizers also uses constraint definitions to build high performance query execution
Okay.
plans classes of constraints.
Okay, wait, stop. Put the microphone off. See the constant. Constant defines the integrity of a database. What is integrity? Integrity is the originality of the database. What you have imagined that this database, this table will be like this. So it is going to make that enforcement. Suppose you have inputted section. Okay. Think a case, section. Okay, section of class 11 and section of class 12. And Holy Cross School is going to have only four sections: section A, section B, section C, and section D, let's suppose. Now somebody is going to enter section F. Then what do you think, that table will take that one, or table will cancel that one, or issue some sort of error, integrity error? Definitely, if you are a good programmer, if you are a good database administrator, then you are going to have some sort of enforcement that if user is going to input F section, then it is going to issue that constant that it is not available. So that is the constant, that is the integer value of your table. You see, constants are defining rules you are doing. You have to define the rules, understand? And again, you see, it is having few things. You see, it is having triggers, it is having rules, and it is going to have a defaults. You know what is the trigger? Don't go for that trigger you watch in Hollywood movies, is it? Gunshot trigger. Okay, same thing here also. Trigger is the you can say the exact point where user is going to do or commit a mistake. So if I am going to make enforcement, then no, the section should be in ABCD only. So this trigger is going to wait till a user is going to input a tuple, and in that tuple, instead of ABCD, inserted F. At that time, this trigger starts automatically. Trigger means what? It will make your constant on. Concept is clear? Trigger will make your constant on at that time. Okay, and what is the rule? Rule what you have defined. And what is the default? If suppose rule is there, and suppose again thing is that if people are not knowing the section, that A I will put, or B I will put, or C I will put, or D I will put. So you are going to make some rule that no, if no sections are being defined, then by default those students who are coming will go to the D section. So if you are not going to define something, then it will go to what section? D section. So that is the default value here. Concept here is clear. Suppose address you are not defining, then by default address will come Bokaro Steel City. So you have not inserted your address, then instead of that address, Bokaro City is going to come. Default value is going to come. Okay, now here you see there are different categories of constant, but in this note here only few constant I had included. Understand? Many are there. So if you want to know sometime later on, that we can have some more lecture later on, and I'll make you explain if you are mastering in all these things. So the very first one is what? Null and not null. Can you tell me, anybody, what is null? What do you mean by null? N-U-double-L, null. Say me answer like a programmer or a database administrator. Now think analytically and say.
So no value, nothing.
No value or nothing. So I'm going to make you explain what is the meaning of null here. We can't say empty, and we can't say again here means values are not available for this or nothing like that. See, one example I'm telling you, you understand that example, and you make me understand that. uh, Suppose copies are there on the table. Okay, so you all have total 5 subjects, so there are 5 copies on the desk without name. You don't know your fifth subject, what your fifth subject will be. Clear? First one maths, Hindi, English and science you are knowing, but fifth subject you are not knowing. So what you did, you written your name and subject name in all the copies except the last one, fifth one. In that copy it is not written there. So now as a programmer or as a database administrator, what is your thinking, that those four copies are having values but fifth copy is not having any value, null value is there in that. So null value doesn't mean that copy is not there, copy is there, but still it is waiting for the user to insert the data. Are you getting me? So if I'm going to make empty means what, that I am going to remove that copy, nothing is there in that empty value. And if you are going to say no value, I can write here, see, I can very easily I can write here, let's suppose name equal to, and in this double quote, this you are thinking, this double quote I am going to write and nothing will be here, so that is empty and that is no value. No, this is extremely wrong here.
So that is a string value.
That is extremely wrong here. Suppose that is what I'm telling you, if this is running in your mind, then this concept is wrong.
Sir,
With
I told no value. That is a string value.
that is how this is, if you're thinking like this, then this is wrong. No value means what, till value is there, but user has not applied any input in that. Copy is there, okay, copy is there, but it is not having name. Okay, so that understand. So it will be more clear when I'll give one example here. So here you see, by default every attribute can ensure that it can carry null value by default. How by default? You see, check out here, I'm going to write here describe graduate. Check here, uh, here you see null value, this null you see, yes, all are yes. By default we haven't given anything in null when you have created, is it? So by default this null value for each attribute or each column remain on means what, you can have a null value, you can insert data or you can leave it. Okay, so here I'm showing you one example here, that it will be more you can understand more. You see, insert into graduate. See it now, first time you are seeing this one, insert into graduate, then I am writing roll number here, let's suppose 20, up to what roll number we have written, 1 to 3, 4, 5 is not 3 and 5 is not there because already we are roll back. Okay, insert into graduate, I am writing here third roll number, then I am writing here Mohan. Okay, stipend I know here 1500, is it? Then I am going to write here what is next one, subject English, then next one average, how much average you are writing, 76. Then we have a grade, third grade, and here you see, now guys, I don't know the section, what I'll do, yeah, so I don't know the section,
Blank.
leave it blank. Okay, so very first case I'm going to leave it blank after comma, is it? See, got? Okay, so if I am going to leave it blank, see, SQL has given me an error here, is it error number 1064, this error, is it? Here you see, after this comma there should be a value defined, so how to leave it blank, is it? Okay, now I'm going to configure it next, see it time. Now see, I'm writing here again I'm typing here insert into value, this one. Now somebody told me empty, is it? So what is that? I'm writing here double quote, this means empty.
Yes.
Okay, sure. So I'm going to press enter key, just check it out here. Okay, you just see this empty is also not taking, but now third I am going to put here same thing, I'm going to write here one space I'm giving, Got it? So I'm going to press enter key. Okay, first to check my these all are correct or not. Insert into graduate. This sequence is correct. Okay.
Sir, section you have left.
Section.
That section only we are experimenting now here. Section we are not knowing. So how to enter? So I'm making some errors here so that you can understand. Is it? So you see this one. You see this is the first error I made.
Name, sir.
Here I am writing just a minute. Graduate values is missing here. Values. Now you see. Now once again I let me do some error. Is it? Now see. Now it's okay. See first error. I am going to leave comma. Okay. So this is my table here and I entered all the tuples, but this section I am not knowing, so I am going to leave a comma. So you just check what is the error coming. It is making error, is it? Okay. Second one again I am going, and instead of this one I am going to put here double quote. Okay, because I don't know the value. So query okay. It is running. Right, in the first one we have written not written values here, you see that is the error. Okay, so here you see query okay. In the third one again I am going, in the third one I am going to put here, you see one space, you see again query okay. Okay, now let's check it out. Graduate. Okay, today. Okay, done. We have inserted Mohan two time. Okay, see, roll number is not a primary key, that's why duplicate values are there. I will teach you how to remove these duplicate values also. Okay, so now first one you make this one clear here. So guys, tell me which one is null value, which one is having null value from the table.
No one is having a value.
All agree with Akash told, na? Who told this now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So everybody is agree with Akash that there is no null value. Here you see no data, no data. Here data is not available. This is blank. So do you agree with Akash that neither any record is having null value, but we are seeing blank here? You should read books. Books are best tutor. He is right. These all records are not having any null value. There is nowhere null value. Okay, so now how to insert null value now in your tuple here? What you are going to do? See, I am going to write here. Okay, same thing. I have to insert null, and null is a very special character in any programming. Here you see null. See last line I think visible. It went very bottom. Okay, okay. You see, insert into graduate. I'm putting null value. So I'm going to make enter key. Just check. Okay, then I'm going to write here select asterisk from graduate. Now tell me guys, which row is or which tuple is having null value?
Last tuple.
Last. So now you understood. Everybody understood. Copy on the table. There is a name on the on the copy. Understand, and no name in the copy. So where I will say empty or where I will say null value, or where I will say data is available or data is not available. What do you think so guys here? This one is having data available. Of course data available.
Yes,
Of course data available. But for this one data is not available. Okay. Okay. So now very quickly null value I know, but now I want that I will update this table for I'm going to put section as A where the null values are they are available in the section. Okay, so see, I'm going to write a command, very simple command. You see, this will make more clear where is null, where is empty. Update graduate set
So spelling error.
section. Where is that?
Graduate.
My left finger and right finger very difficult today. They are giving. Graduate set section equal to I'm going to put section A where what I will write where section
Is equal to null.
section equal to null. This I'm going to write.
No, sir.
Check it out here now. Okay, so now you see I'm going to write here select asterisk from graduate. You see still it is a null value. This is null, understand you, this is null is very unique thing here. So if I have to make changes in the null, what I'm going to write here, section equal to not null, it is not equal to, you can't compare, section is null, is clause. See, now you see one row matched. This I want to let you to understand. You see row matched, here you see 0 row matched, here you see row matched 1. Everybody understood? Now you will talk like a programmer. Understand what is a null value? You make you're not comparing also. You can't compare null value. See, we have written section equal to null. Then it is coming here. No rows are null. You can't compare it. Okay, but here you see when I written section is null. Null is a specific value, and when section value went to that null, then it is going to change. I'm going to write here select a statement. Then just check here. Have you changed your table where null is there? Now null is instead of null A is there.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, so I hope till this much we have understood whatever we have done here. So these all are understood to you.